Hello, welcome to Gentle Yoga. I'm Stephen, and for today's practice, all you really need is a mat, but a blanket and blocks are good as well. And yeah. Let's see, even that out a little bit. Then we're just going to start in a comfortable, easy seated pose, Sukhasana. I'm going to sit on the edge of a blanket. You can also start on your back if you'd rather. Start there. But I'm sitting on the edge of a blanket to help lift the hips a little bit higher than the knees. And that allows the pelvis to tilt forward and the spine can be free and the shoulders can relax. And then your hands can be palms down on the thighs to feel more grounded, or maybe palms up to gather more energy. Either way. Maybe bringing the eyes to a close. Allowing yourself to stop for a moment and turn within. Letting go of any expectations. And just turning your awareness to your breath. Finding your inhale. And finding your exhale. And just check it in with how you're breathing on a Tuesday morning. January 19th, 2021. Letting yourself to set aside perhaps anything you've got planned for today. Pick it up at the end of class. Now just turning your awareness to your breath. And scanning the body for sensations. Just taking a little bit of a baby body scan from the head to the toes. And noticing any sensations in the body. Any slight aches or pains that might be going on, or tension. Noticing any tension in the body. Maybe just the feeling of your clothes on your skin, or the temperature of the air in the room on your skin. Allowing your awareness of your breath and your awareness of the sensations in your body to help ground you and anchor you here in your practice today. Just taking a moment here to set an intention for your practice, something you'd like to gain, something you'd like to let go of throughout your efforts and energy this morning. Or perhaps setting a dedication to someone or something. Once your intention or dedication's been set, just bring the palms of the hands together. Maybe taking off our glasses if you have glasses on. Just rubbing the palms of the hands together, just generating a little bit of heat, a little bit of friction. You feel some warmth there. Placing the palms over the eyes, moving up the eye sockets. We'll take a deep conscious inhale through the nose. And exhale with a sigh, let it go. Of the eyes, opening up the eyes. Welcome again, I'm Stephen. And from here, we'll just inhale the hands up to the ceiling. And on exhale, we're just going to lean to the left, bringing the left hand down. Keeping both sit bones grounded. Every inhale, lengthening the spine. Every exhale, leaning a little further. Breathing into the right side of the rib cage. And on the next inhale, coming back to the center, reaching both arms up. And on exhale, we're going to lean to the right. Right hand down. Lengthening the spine. Leaning a little further over. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, leaning over. Noticing how the breath appears in this posture. Breathing more to the left side of the rib cage. Inhale back up to the ceiling. And on exhale, we're going to twist gently twist to the left. Taking the left hand behind you, keeping both sit bones grounded. And every inhale, lengthening the spine, creating space in the vertebra. And every exhale, twisting a little deeper. Inhale, lengthening. And exhale, twisting. Inhale, come back to the center, reaching back up to the heavens, and on exhale, twisting to the right. Taking that right hand aside on you. Now left hand to the right knee. Rounding through the sit bones. Every inhale, lengthening the spine. Every exhale, twisting. Inhale, lengthening. And exhale, twisting. Inhale, coming back to the center. Reaching the hands back up to the ceiling. On exhale, we're just going to swim them around behind our backs. Coming out to tips of our fingers. Taking a little bit of a baby back bend here. And opening up the heart, opening up the throat, keeping the muscles, the back of the neck in control. Not flinging the head back. Just opening up the heart and the throat a little bit. Breathing here. On your next inhale, coming back up, reaching up to the ceiling one last time. We're going to bring the hands down to the ground. Just walk the fingers forward. Forward folding a little bit, not coming up off the sit bones, keeping grounded in the sit bones. Just a little bit of a baby forward fold. Breathing here. Inhale, come back up. Roll the shoulders back a little bit. Roll the shoulders forward a little bit. We'll drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Drop the chin to the heart. And the right ear to the right shoulder. Drop it chin to the heart. And the left ear to the left shoulder. And chin back to the heart. And the right ear to the right shoulder. And then inhale, coming back up. And we're just going to roll over to hands and knees to table position. So maybe unfolding that blanket that might be holding an extra time to sit on. Now you can open it up. Placing it under the knees if you like. Not required, but if you like it. And the knees are just under the hips. The wrists are under the shoulders. And we're just gonna inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, lift the hips. On exhale, arch the spine like a Halloween cat. Inhale, drop the belly, open up the heart. Exhale, arch the spine. Inhale, come to neutral. Take the knees out a little wider. Bring the big toes together. Shift the hips back to the heels. Just finding your way back to a child's pose. Resting here, you can always use a block under the forehead here if you like. And if you have a bolster, you could be resting on a bolster too. Otherwise, just have the third eye all the way down on the mat. Child's pose is a great resting pose to come to at any point in the practice if you don't feel like doing as much today. Perfectly fine. Just come back here to child's pose at any point in the practice. We're going to inhale. And come back up to hands and knees. Exhale. And on inhale, we're just going to take that right arm up to the sky. And on exhale, we're going to thread that right arm onto the left, coming down to the right shoulder, right side of the face. Threading the needle here. Breathing. On inhale, unraveling that arm back up for a moment, and then placing it down. And we'll inhale and reach the left arm up. And on exhale, thread the left arm under, going down onto the left shoulder, the left side of the face. Breathing here. Inhale, come back up. Hands and knees. On exhale, we're going to come forward. We walk the knees back a smidge, bend the elbows. Going down, half chaturanga, and then to the belly. And just lifting up the little baby cobra here. Back bending, breathing. Relaxing the shoulders. And then we're going to curl the toes under. We're going to inhale. Just lift the hips up and back. First downward dog to practice here. And then checking in with the distance between your hands and your feet. You can readjust. It doesn't feel just right. You can even come forward to plank for a moment. See if that inspires you to adjust. And then once you're back to downward dog, bending the knees, taking your downward dog for a walk. And then ultimately finding stillness in your downward dog, reaching the tailbone up and back, heels reaching down, torso reaching back to the thighs, shoulders relaxed, pressing into your thumb and your first finger. Breathing here. And we're going to take a little mindful stroll with the feet towards the hands. Little baby steps forward. Taking your time. Ultimately, you find yourself at the top of the mat. Maybe the knees are slightly bent to protect the back. Just letting the torso
Fold over, top of the head. Whole head just really heavy, looks like a bowling ball about to roll off the top of the neck. And then the arms can hang like a rag doll. You can also reach for opposite elbows here, or even interlace the hands behind the back. Just finding a little bit of a sway here with the torso shifting side to side. Welcome stillness. Letting go of the elbows if you're hanging onto the elbows. Well, bend the knees and begin to stack vertebra on top of vertebra, slowly controlling the spine back up to mountain. And finding your mountain pose here so the heart is open, shoulders relaxed, palms are forward. The spine has its natural curves. Top of the head is reaching up towards the ceiling, and the feet are reaching down to the earth. Inhale the hands to the heart center. Exhale. Inhale. Reach the hands high. On exhale, we'll swan dive, folding forward. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale. Reverse your swan dive. Take your arms all the way back up to the ceiling. Exhale the hands to the heart center. Inhale, reaching the hands up high. Exhale, swan diving, hinging at the hips, folding forward. Maybe having your blocks ready. Even shift your blanket a little bit forward. Inhale with your legs. From here, we're just going to step our right foot back to a lunge. Then we've got the left knee over the left ankle. Back leg is long, looks like it's pressing to an imaginary wall behind you. You either have your hands on your blocks, or maybe you have your hands on your fingertips. And you want that so you can free the sternum, so you can breathe fully. And just shifting a little bit forward and back. Waking up the hips. It could be a big movement or a small, subtle movement. Welcome to stillness. Next time that left knee is over the left ankle, we'll slowly lower that right knee down to the blanket. From here, just going to inhale the hands up to the ceiling. A little bit of a back bend. On your next exhale, coming back down, reaching for those blocks again. We're going to shift that left hip back. Ball of the left foot's going to come off the ground. Landing half Hanumanasana. Half monkey. Every inhale, lengthening the spine. Every exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forward. Inhale, lengthening. And exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. On your next inhale, coming forward, bring this whole left foot back down to the ground. Going the back toes under. Finding your lunge. We're just going to step that left foot back. Finding your way back to your downward facing dog. Breathing here. Maybe bending both knees to lengthen the spine. Maybe pedaling the feet again. Finding stillness. We're going to inhale the right leg up to the sky. On exhale, we're going to bring that right foot forward. Give it a little assistance to get it forward. You're in a low lunge on the other side. Maybe you're in the blocks. Again, under the hands. Right knee over the right ankle. Back leg is long. It's like you're pressing into an imaginary wall behind you with that left heel. And then once you can breathe, beginning to shift forward and back. Gently by straightening that right leg. Connecting the movement to the breath. And the next time you're in that low lunge, and gently lower that left knee to the ground. Then you can always pad a blanket under the knee. And we're going to just sweep our arms up. On Vinyasa. Sinking the hips forward, opening the heart. Breathing here. Welcoming in the day. On your next exhale, bring the hands back down. Maybe find your friends the blocks again. Scooching that foot forward, maybe a tad. Lifting the toes off the ground. Shifting that right hip back. Opening the heart. Hinging at the hips. Folding forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. On the exhale, bring that sole back to the ground. Going the left toes under. Way back to your lunge. You're going to step that right foot back. Finding your downward dog again. Breathing here. Maybe pedaling the feet. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, stepping that left foot forward. And the right foot forward to meet it. Rolling forward. Noticing if this standing forward fold is any deeper than the first one. We'll bend the knee. Sweep the arms all the way back up. Hands to the heart. And here, we're just going to play with a balancing pose. Tree pose. And tree pose has several different levels to it. It can be really like a basic little kickstand tree where you just have your foot at your ankle. You can also have that foot at the calf or the thigh. You want to avoid the knee. Let's start by getting really grounded in that left foot. And then we'll bend the right leg. Hang out and stork for a moment, which is another place you can hang out. You can always use a chair for balance here too. We'll open up the hip. Find a good place for that foot. Again, it can just be on the calf. If you're really wobbly today, it can be a little kickstand tree. We'll bring the hand to the heart. And hang out here. You're ready to grow your branches a little higher. Reaching the arms up. Hanging out here for 3 or 4 breaths. Fall out of tree, climb back up. Hang out here. And then after your 4th breath, hands come back to the heart. Knee comes back up for a moment. And it comes down. And then just gently shaking out the root. That first tree. And we'll do the tree on the other side too. Just get grounded in your opposite root.
your right foot. You're feeling all the elements of your soul of that foot. And again, it can just be a little kickstand tree, but it can also be your calf, your thigh. Wherever you want to be, you want to challenge yourself, but not go past your edge. And bringing the palms of the hands to the heart. You can hang out here with the hands here in Anjali Mudra if you like. If you need some chlorophyll, reaching the hands up to the sun, reaching the leaves on your fingers. Some of that chlorophyll going on. Breathing here. If you sway, that's fine. Tree sway. After the fourth breath, hands back to the heart. He comes up for half a breath. Down. And shaking out the other root. Shaking out the branches too. And then we'll find our way back to the top of the mat. Inhale, reaching the hands up. And we'll either trace the midline or swan dive, moving forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine to prepare. On exhale, we're going to set that left leg back. Right leg back to meet it. For plank. Exhale, lower the knees. Elbows into the ribs. Lower the belly. Inhale, opening the heart. And exhale. Hips to the ceiling. Breathing here in downward facing dog. Or you can always lower the knees. Hips to the heels for child's pose. Otherwise, you're in downward dog. And on your next inhale, we'll reach that right leg up and back, down dog split. We can bend the knee, open up the hip. And on your next exhale, we're going to bring the right leg forward. And we'll pivot the left heel in. And sweep the hands up. Warrior one. Warrior one. Feet are in opposite lanes of traffic. And that right knee is over the right ankle. Hips are even towards the front of the mat. Heart is open. Pinkies are turned in towards the temples. Breathing here. Inhale the hands to the heart center. On exhale, we're just going to mindfully open up left foot, left hip. Arms wide, parallel to the ground. Running your warrior two. So now the feet are intersecting each other, perpendicularly wise. You're gazing off the middle finger of the right hand. Shoulders are relaxed. Breathing here. And we're going to flip the palm of the right hand to the ceiling. And on an inhale, take it up to the ceiling. Reach that left hand down the back leg, keeping the right knee over the right ankle. Reversing your warrior. Peaceful warrior. Now on the exhale, we're just covering that right elbow down to the right thigh. Left arm is over the left ear. Extended side angle. Keeping the torso turned to the left side of the mat. Breathing here. Not putting too much weight on that right leg. One long line of energy from the left side, the left foot, up the fingertips of the left hand. Breathing here. And then we'll inhale, sweep back up to warrior two. And we'll straighten the right leg. Pivot the right toes forward. And then bring the hands to the hips. Open up the heart. On exhale, hinging forward, folding forward, Vasarita Padottanasana. And once you're folded forward, maybe finding a block. You're gonna bring the left hand to the block. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, just twist to the right. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bringing that right hand down to the ground. Placing the right palm on the block. Inhale, lengthening the spine. On exhale, we're going to open up to the left. Inhale, lengthening the spine. And exhale, twisting. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come back down. Hands make their way back to the hips. Inhale, lengthen the spine with the tall spine. And we'll pivot the right heel in, finding your way back to warrior one, and warrior two for a moment. And then we'll just cartwheel that left arm down onto the ball of the left foot, finding your little lunge again. And just stepping that right leg back. Exhale, knees to the ground, elbows to the ribs, over the belly. Open the heart, Bhujangasana. Exhale, curling the toes under. Finding your way back to down, facing it off. Again, taking 3 deep Ujjayi breaths maybe. You're down facing dog. You can always take those Ujjayi breaths in child's pose if you'd rather. Breathing here. Inhale, reach the left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, opening up that left hip. Breathing here. Next exhale, we're going to set that left foot forward. Get the right heel in. Feet are in opposite lanes of traffic again. Bending for Virabhadrasana 1 on this side. So now we're grounding through the heel of that right foot. Squaring the hips off to the front of the mat. Breathing here. Opening the heart up as the pinkies turn in towards the temples. Receiving the day. Front knee is over the front ankle. Breathing here, scanning the body for sensations. We'll inhale the hands to the heart center. On the exhale, we're going to open up that right hip. Feet are now perpendicular. Progressing to warrior 2. Now the shoulders are relaxed. Arms are parallel to the ground, more or less. Your drishti, your gaze is over the left middle finger. Breathing here. The feet are moving away from each other. They're gripping onto the mat. Front thighs parallelish to the ground. Breathing here. And then we'll flip the palm of that left hand to the ceiling, and he'll take it up to the ceiling, scratching the ceiling with the fingertips. Right arm reaches down the back. Front knee still over the front ankle. Reversing your warrior. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, find your extended side angle on this side. One long line of energy from the right fingertips to the right side of the right foot. You're not putting too much pressure on that left thigh. Torso turn towards the right side of the mat. Breathing here. Finding space. Finding openness. Inhale.
back up to warrior two just for a moment. And then we're going to cartwheel that right arm around. Do a lunge. Step that left foot back to meet the right. Plank. Exhale, half chaturanga. Over to the belly. Open the heart. Exhale, lifting the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Breathing here. Inhale, come forward to plank, lower, knees to the ground, belly to the ground. Walk the hands back. And play with locust pose here. You can either keep the hands beside you. You can also make like a fist, like a double fist. And take that double fist right at the lower belly. Not the most comfortable way. And then we'll seek to lengthen the legs up and back. Chin reaches to the ground. Breathing here. So either this variation of locust, or maybe the hands are just down by the thighs. And letting go. Take your little pillow with your hands under your forehead. And from here, we're just gonna roll over onto our backs. Finding asana. Just bring the knees in, just rocking side to side. And if you feel open or happy baby, reach in the big toes with the peace fingers, rocking side to side. Giving the lower back a massage. You can stay here with the knees in. And we'll slowly lower the feet to the ground. And take that right ankle to the left knee. Shift the hips over to the left. And just gently lower the right knee and to the right. And look to the left. Inhale. Come back up. Take those legs off. You walk the feet out to the edge of the mat. Just rock to the left and the right. We'll come to stillness. We'll bring that left ankle to the right knee. Shift over to the right a little bit. And then just drop the left knee to the ground. So you look to the right. Inhale back to the center. Maybe taking those two blocks and putting those blocks on the medium level, right under the sacrum. Hang out here in a bridge pose for a moment or two. If you really want to invert, you can play with a waterfall, bring the knees up, the feet up higher. Hanging out there. And also just hang out in a waterfall. I mean, just a bridge. And then lifting up high enough at the pelvis to remove the blocks. Keep them nearby though. Remain the soles of the feet together. Get the blocks right underneath the thighs, right under the knees. Just finding Supta Baddha Konasana, which will take in lieu of Shavasana. You can take Shavasana if you'd rather. Otherwise, maybe playing with the blocks to see in the most comfortable positioning. Hands can be by the sides, and also bring the hands to the belly, listening to the breath. Letting everything go. Just absorbing all the benefits of the practice today. And slowly beginning to find your way back into your body. Deepening the breath. Taking a deeper inhale. And a deeper exhale. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes. And dropping the head to the left and to the right. And we'll slowly remove those blocks. Rolling over to your right side. Just for a moment in a fetal position and checking in with how you're feeling now versus the beginning of class. And when you're ready, no need to rush. Just slowly, like we're moving through water, quicksand, finding our way
back up to an easy seated pose. Maybe the eyes are still closed. Bring the palms of the hands together to Anjali Mudra near the heart center to seal the practice today. And slowly open the eyes. Namaste. The light within me recognizes the light within you. Thanks for coming to Gentle Yoga. Hope you have a wonderful Tuesday, and I'll see you hopefully again soon.